previously on All My Children.
Last will and testament of Palmer Cortland. Mother is definitely going to want to see this.
Alex. Alex, what?
Haley?
It's me.
And finally, a bequest to the attached bearer bonds to the Pine Valley Humane Society for care of my beloved Dobermans, Anthony and Cleopatra, Tristan, Isolde, and Fred and Ethel.
Opal's idea?
Well, obviously. I mean, that scoundrel. This man takes better care of his dogs than he does of his wife. I am not even mentioned in here, Leo, after all I've done for him and will do for him. You know, women who give their hearts to men are so trusting.
You deserve better than this, Mother.
How dare he do this to me? I feel so used.
That's why I wanted you to see it.
Leo, how did you get your hands on this? He didn't just leave it out in the open for you to peruse, did he? Or... Don't ask, don't tell.
Something like that, yes.
Well, darling, I just hope you don't get in trouble over this. I mean, if Palmer should find out, you know, for borrowing.
No, not a problem. That's a copy. I returned the original. He has no idea. Which gives us time to figure out how to handle this problem.
Well, oh, my darling, loving son, what would I ever do without you to look out for me?
Never have to worry about that, Mother. It's a promise.
What brings you back, Padre?
I was driving home from the hospital. I thought I'd stop off and give you the good news in person.
What?
Well, took quite a bit of doing, I'll tell you. But I can give you 2 weeks for your honeymoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have told you. Jillian and I are actually going to stay in town.
Jake.
Sorry.
Come on now. I mean, you're a good doctor, but I assure you the hospital will survive your absence for 2 weeks.
Thanks, Dad, but we want to stick around for the custody hearings in a few days, and we want to be ready.
Huh. I thought that whole thing would take a lot longer.
Well, I was pushing for it. Adam's influence on Liza is too strong. I'm not going to relax until Colby's officially outside of his reach. What?
Well, Jake, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect Colby from Adam Chandler. I don't know, maybe what you're doing is even right.
I hear a butt coming.
You do. What about Jillian?
She's with me on this.
Are you being fair to her? Now, I know you're very much in love, both of you. You want to get married. But you're rushing the wedding, Jake. And you're rushing it to meet some kind of deadline in your custody suit. You really think that's the best way to start off your new life with Jillian?
Did you come with Haley?
Haley's not coming.
Oh, then there's no reason for me to be here.
I asked her to call you.
Oh, so this is a trick.
I'm sorry, Jillian. I didn't know what else to do.
You could have called me yourself.
You wouldn't have come here if I asked you myself.
Yeah, you're right.
Please, will you just please stay and listen to me. Give me this, and I'll leave you alone. Forever, if that's what you want.
That's exactly what I want.
I don't believe you. I know your heart, Princess.
No, not anymore. And maybe never.
We never finished our conversation.
About the miracles? Yes, we did.
You didn't answer my question.
Please, this is really not important.
It is important, Jillian. It's more important now than it ever was. Do you think we gave up on each other too soon?
Too soon. Too soon, Ryan. For months. I hoped. I begged. I prayed for us to get back together again, but you weren't interested. You just wanted to go on without me. You couldn't wait to live your life without me, so... I didn't give up on you too soon. I have to go.
You're making a mistake.
Don't touch me!
Whatever you feel for me, Jillian, whatever you feel, you're getting married for the wrong reasons.
Alex. Who did you kill?
Jeffrey Ashford, I killed him.
I knew it, David.
What are you doing here?
I followed you. It's a good thing I did.
If this ever got out, Alex, that you murdered someone, your association with the Foundation would be over for good.
If this ever got out?
If I were you, Alex, I would think twice about breaking Dimitri's trust and relocating the Foundation.
You'll tell everyone.
Well, people have a right to know.
Okay.
Oh, unless I give in to this pathetic attempt to blackmail
Wait,
me.
just get out, okay?
Isn't this ironic? All this time, you've been so self-righteous, accusing me of killing your roommate, Siobhan. And here it turns out you're the one that's the murderer.
All right, that's enough!
What? I hear you have a violent streak too, Edmund.
Leave it. You heard right. Now, what the hell are you trying to do?
What you should have been doing all along, looking for the truth.
You were provoking her into some kind of nervous breakdown. Congratulations. She's a wreck.
Now she'll get over it, or not. I hardly think I should be held accountable for her sordid past.
You drove her to this, damn it.
The woman confessed to murder, Edmund. Some people would be thanking me.
Why did you do it, Alex? What did that man do to you? What happened to you, Alex?
I don't know what you mean.
I could see it in your eyes. Terror, fear.
Can you just leave me alone, please?
The man you killed, Alex, he hurt you, didn't he? And you were just striking back. What did he do to you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
So what are you doing, Edmund? Trying to score points with Alex by roughing me up?
Haven't I told you to back off?
She combusted by herself.
You and Erica, you both knew that Alex killed Ashford, and yet you deliberately traumatized her.
The woman confessed to murder,
What you
and maybe
did
she should be a little
was
bit proud.
unconscionable. Medically, emotionally.
Look, spare me your hostility, will you? I've been after you for months to try to help me get to the bottom of this. If you want to worry about somebody, worry about Alex. She's the killer.
I'm telling you, for the last time, she is not
And
a
she's
killer.
charming,
All right, you
so
want
I
to
be
keep your
careful
mouth
about
shut?
her.
Hayward, but could you possibly lower your voices?
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. We crossed the line. It's over.
Edmund,
No, it isn't.
I think that Alex needs you.
That went well.
I'd like a word with you, Dr. Hayward.
They're gone. Alex, what happened? Can you tell me?
How could he be so callous? Do you realize that if he died today, I would be indigent?
But it's not as bad as all that. He obviously wrote this will right after his divorce with Opal. You weren't even his wife then.
Well, I am his wife now.
That's right. So if something tragic were to happen, your claim would still hold up in court.
Court? Oh, that's cold comfort, darling.
All you need to do is get him to write a new will. I'm sure he'll be very generous.
No, I've already mentioned it to him a number of times. He assured me that he's taking care of it, and I just assumed that he had.
Well, he looks healthy enough to me. I mean, why are you panicking so much?
Because he has a heart condition. Mild, but no one knows for sure. And he hates admitting any kind of weakness.
I suppose he's still not 100% after he got shot at your party.
Well, it's all the more reason to draw up a new will, darling. I mean, accidents happen. Oh, this really burns me that those mutts are going to be in kibble for life, and I'm going to be out there walking the streets.
I don't want that to happen again.
Well, it won't. It can't. I will not let it. From now on, nothing, not a sneeze, a cough, a cold, a hangnail, nothing is going to get into the way of his well-being until this is done.
I do love to see you in action, Mother.
Oh, from this moment on, darling, nothing is more important than Palmer's well-being.
And why are you so concerned about my well-being?
Oh.
Waiter.
Jillian's just as eager as I am to start a family with Colby, Dad.
Jake, you know, I'm going to tell you something. Marriage can be pretty demanding at times. And when you add instant motherhood to the mix, it can be overwhelming. I mean, even for people who are deeply in love.
Which we are. No. Look, everything's all right. We've talked about this. We're ready to face this together. And we both think that it's going to make our marriage stronger.
Okay.
All right.
I've had my say.
Dad, just be happy for us, please.
Son, I am happy for you, and I'm happy that you found each other. Just that, you know, I'm thinking also of Liza. She must be feeling very much alone. Are you really prepared to take her child away from her?
This hasn't been an easy decision for me. It's gonna hurt her. I know. But if I get custody, she can see Colby whenever she wants. Dad, are you against me going after full custody?
No, I'm not against you. I just hate to see somebody get hurt. I know you're doing what you think is best for your little girl. I just hope there's no backlash to this.
There's not going to be a backlash. And don't worry about Jillian. We will take care of each other, all right? She's so sure of this, Dad, and she's really excited to be a mother. Which is why I love her. I love her more and more every day because of it.
Ryan, why are you doing this?
Because I don't think that you're in love with Jake.
How I feel, and especially whom I fall in love with, has nothing to do with you, Ryan. I am out of your life.
We share too much, Jillian. We can never be out of each other's lives.
Well, you're the one who gave up on us too soon. And now you come here and you're saying these things to confuse me and make me doubt myself.
No.
Yes. Jake would never do something like this.
Of course he wouldn't. Because Jake can't make you feel the way I can make you feel, Jillian.
How can you say that?
You can't deny that.
I will.
Doesn't change this. Does it? The way we make each other feel. The way we breathe when we're close. Do you remember what we had?
No.
Yes, you do. I can see it in your eyes, Jillian. We had what a couple spend their whole lives trying to find. Jillian, don't you remember, Princess?
I know what you're doing.
Is it working?
It's over between you and Haley. Greenlee must be busy, so here you are.
What? It's not like that.
Why are you doing this?
Because I have to know.
What? That you can still make my heart race, make my knees weak?
No, that's not what this is about.
Then what is this about? Huh? You only want what you can't have? I begged you, Ryan, for months. But You only wanted Haley, but she was with Mateo. And as soon as she was free...
It's not like that.
Yes, it is. I'm getting married. Now you want me. Well, Ryan, it's too late.
This is not about me.
Fine. Then don't try to save me from myself.
You are making a mistake you'll regret for the rest of your life.
Ryan, don't you get this? For the first time in my life, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm marrying Jake, who's kind and honest and knows how to love me.
Nice and safe, not your style, princess.
Don't you tell me how to live my life, Ryan. We've had our chance more than once, and you threw it away every single time.
I was an idiot. Jillian, believe me, please. Believe me, I see things so differently now.
So do I, and I've made my choice.
Some things you can't choose, princess. Like how you feel when you're with me.
Ryan, why are you doing this to me? I'm getting married in a few days.
That's a lifetime, Jillian. Please, it's a lifetime. Look at me. Look at me. I know you, your eyes, your voice, your heart. I know you. You're holding something back, Jillian. You're not ready to get married. Not to Jake. Not when we have this.
What are you trying to say, Ryan?
Sit down, relax, enjoy your drink. You look a little peaked. Are you all right?
Oh, nothing. A nice tumbler of scotch wouldn't fix. Now, why are you two so concerned about my well-being?
Oh, we're caught conspiring.
You don't say.
Well, I want you to get a flu shot, and I was trying to enlist Leo's aid in convincing you. Well, come on, we can't be too careful about our health, darling. I mean, I started a whole new exercise program.
Well, only you could consider shopping an aerobic exercise.
Well, since you do so love indulging me, I want you to do exactly that and promise me you're going to start taking much better care of yourself.
Would you care for dessert?
No, thank you. Take that away.
Ooh, that looks good.
No?
What?
Palmer, no.
What happened, Alex?
Oh, it's all so fragmented.
Okay, just take your time. Just tell me whatever you remember.
I know it was New Year's Eve. I don't know when. Jeffrey and I, we were standing at the top of a flight of stairs arguing about something. He wouldn't leave me alone. I was really scared. He grabbed me. I tried to get away, but I couldn't. He was trying to stop me from doing something. He kept shouting at me. Don't tell. What happened is between us. I tried to get away again, but he had hold of me so tight. He'd been drinking. He was so angry. I thought I was gonna pass out. And then I pushed him to get him off me. And he fell backwards. I tried to catch him, but I couldn't. And he kept falling. And falling. And it was so slow. Then he was still. I killed him.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You're safe. This man, this Jeffrey Ashford. Do you remember who he is?
children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
But I hate violence. I've dedicated my life to healing, and now I find out that I killed someone? Who the hell am I?
I think you're pushing yourself really hard.
Don't make excuses for me.
I'm not. I think you need some rest. And between the stunt that David just pulled and hypnosis, you're on overload.
I can't very well go and take a nap, can I, after finding out this?
There's more to this, Alex. You and I both know that.
I'm a murderer.
I doubt that.
Well, I'm responsible for a man's death.
You remember nothing about him?
Only what I told you. And then I was terrified.
Okay. And you have no idea why?
None. I could hear him, you know, threatening me. Don't tell, don't tell. I mean, what could I possibly know that would be so dangerous?
I don't know. But we're going to find out.
What am I doing here? Playing doctor, living quietly, as if nothing happened. Why wasn't I held accountable?
Maybe you were.
Then why aren't I in jail?
Maybe charges were never filed.
How can that be? I could be a fugitive. No. I don't know how any of this is possible.
Give me that eclair.
You're right. This is absolutely delicious. Would you like a bite?
Oh, yeah.
Darling.
That's the best I ever had.
What the devil's going on here?
I'm sorry, darling, but this is an absolute heart attack on a plate. The fat and cholesterol level on here is right through the roof.
Yes, well,
And I simply will not have you, taking such stinking care of yourself.
I appreciate your sacrificing your cholesterol level just to lower mine, but what? Give me back.
Of course, darling. Anything you say.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm only trying to help. Palmer. What is it? Will you choke me? Oh, my Lord. Is there a doctor? Please. Palmer, just calm. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Please, somebody. Palmer. All right, relax.
So your lawyer thinks you have a good chance of getting custody?
There's plenty of proof to show that Adam's an unfit father.
Well, of course, that's one of the reasons Liza's filing for divorce.
If she files for divorce, I mean, that's the problem, Dad. I'm not doing this because I dislike Adam. I'm doing this to protect Colby from him.
Even though Liza is devastated.
Even if she gets a divorce and moves out, which I doubt she will, then I'll consider relaxing the agreement of joint custody or whatever. But she's got to first prove to me that she's going to protect Colby from Adam. And Colby's what this is all about. She's my life.
Well, don't you think Liza feels the same way?
Of course she does. But I can't trust her when it comes to Adam. I give her so many chances to... Yeah, she's a little fussy tonight. I don't know why.
Well, anyway, I'm going to be on my way. Ruth gave me a whole list of pre-wedding things I have to take care of.
Oh, boy.
Look, son, whatever I've said before this, it doesn't mean I'm against you or I disapprove of you. I want what's best for you and for your family.
I know you do, Dad. I appreciate the advice. Don't worry.
What are you trying to tell me, Ryan? Answer me.
I can't.
You can't, because you don't know. Jake knows. Jake knows. He knows exactly what he wants.
He wants you?
Just as I am. He's not a dreamer.
There's nothing wrong with having dreams, Princess.
Oh, Ryan, will you just stop this? I'm gonna marry Jake. And for the first time in my life, I feel like someone really needs me.
That's not true.
And this is all I've ever wanted. The Martins are loving and strong, and
Marrying into the Martins is not a guarantee for happiness, Jillian.
I'm gonna marry Jake, and you're not gonna change my mind.
Whether you love him or not.
I do love him. God, Ryan, you're so selfish. Why do you have to ruin everything?
Jillian, all I want is what is best for you. Jake is the one that's being selfish here.
How can you say that?
He wants an instant mother for his little girl. All this rush to get married for what? For what? To look good in front of a judge?
How dare you?
Well, that's why you're getting married so quickly, isn't it?
No! We're in love. We want to be a family. We want to be it as soon as we can.
Jillian, you've got your whole life to raise a family of your own. Why take part in a scheme to take a little girl from her mother?
Because we're doing this because it's the best thing to do for Colby. Jake always does what's best for Colby. That's why he deserves to be her father.
He is her father.
I mean, to be her full-time father. He wants to be with her all the time. That's what I want, too.
If you're so sure that what you're saying is right, then why aren't you happy?
I am.
You talk about stability and safety. What about passion and joy? I don't see any of that in your face.
Well, maybe I'm not looking hard enough.
If you're really madly in love with Jake and you are sure that you will be happy with him for the rest of your life, I'll back off and I'll never bother you again. All you gotta do is tell me.
Before they say I do.
I know Lindsay's secret.
Before they live happily ever after.
I have every right to tell Bo the truth.
There's something Bo should know.
She's not gonna get away with it.
Is Nora going to tell him?
There's not gonna be any wedding.
One Life to Live. BBC Daytime.
I don't have to confess anything to you.
All I'm asking is for you to tell me that you are in love with Jake.
Ryan, I've told you I love him. I'm gonna marry him, and I can't wait to start a life with him and Colby.
You see, it keeps coming back to Colby.
Because we love her.
So does her mother. How do you think Liza feels about all this?
What Jake says?
What do you say? Liza is a good mother. She does not deserve to have her little girl taken away from her.
We're trying to protect her.
From who?
From Adam. He's a horrible person.
And Liza's gonna divorce him, and then he'll be out of the picture.
That's not good enough.
Why not? Something doesn't make sense here, Jillian. You're breaking Liza's heart to protect Colby from a man who's not even her father?
Ryan, you don't understand this.
I want to. Tell me.
No, I can't. Okay. Palmer, are you breathing?
Well, that's either the worst tango I've ever seen. I'm not really sure what I've seen here.
Well,
Palmer,
David,
okay?
thank God.
Can you breathe?
Oh, I'm fine. I think she broke her rib.
He was choking. I was only trying to help.
Well, I know that you're used to squeezing the life out of men, Vanessa, but the purpose of the Heimlich maneuver is to save the person's life.
Listen, if you excuse me, I think I'll just kind of...
Come here.
David.
No, not now, Mother. Why don't you eat whatever Palmer was choking on?
That woman is a menace.
Tell me something I don't know. Now, what are we doing here? I'd rather be upstairs.
Well, that can wait.
Why?
You broke your promise to me.
Did I make a promise?
You most certainly did. You swore that you would do nothing to provoke Alex, and the next thing I find you both in a stairwell and she's confessing to murder.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
That's not the point. You said specifically that you would not put yourself in danger by baiting Alex.
Well, what about you, Erica? You showed up because you were following Edmund. What were you doing there?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking about. You promised that you wouldn't share what you discovered. And the second you left me, you ran looking for Edmund so that you can share with him the sordid details of Alex's past.
Well, I certainly wasn't just going to stand by and do nothing when I knew that I could help.
I can help myself.
But your way could have gotten you killed.
I will decide what risks I will or will not take.
Oh, no matter what you promise.
Oh, you're one to talk. Didn't you promise that you would stop interfering in my life?
Interfering? You should be grateful that I care.
Oh, well, thank you for condescending down to me.
Oh, you!
People are looking. What are you going to do with those?
Well, I'm going to share them. What did you think?
Nice save.
I'm famous for that.
There's no one-upping you, lady.
Funny. I was just going to say that about you.
Alex, there could be any number of reasons why you were never charged with Jeffrey's death.
Doesn't change the fact that I killed him.
What about self-defense? Your memory's coming back little by little every day. Now, I know it's hard, but just be patient. More memories will come.
That's not a very comforting thought.
Whatever happens, you're not going to be alone.
Dr. Merrick?
Yes, Evelyn, what is it?
Your patient, the little girl.
What happened?
She wants you.
She spoke?
She asked for you specifically.
Oh, she spoke. Thank you.
I'm sure the denizens of Gestad will never forget.
I just wish you'd been there.
Didn't you mention earlier that you were going to show me exactly how much you missed me?
Come with me, Doctor.
Gladly.
Erica's a real spitfire, isn't she?
Yeah, this would be like the Spitfire types. Well, darling, all better?
Yeah, just keep your paws to yourself, all right?
Sorry, Palmer, really. I didn't mean to cause you any discomfort, darling. I saw the man I love choking to death, and I acted out of reflex.
Next time, call a professional.
Really, can you blame me for worrying? I'm looking forward to growing old with you. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep us in perfect health. What are you doing, darling?
Well, I'm going to, let's see, yes, I'm going to have my dessert. Thank you, thank you. Now, you were saying?
Well, neither one of us are getting any younger. No. I certainly am not.
Well, we're young at heart.
Well, I was talking to Leo and realizing I've never even made out a will.
No. Might offer you some, but no, I didn't think you wanted.
Not that I have very much of monetary value, of course, but I want to leave Leo something, and you, of course, darling. I mean, call me sentimental if you want to, but I want those that I love to have something to remember me by after I'm gone. So I was thinking that when you go down to see your lawyer, make out your new will and all, but if you haven't already done it, that is, I might tag along, get him started on mine.
Well, I'll introduce you to my estate lawyer, and he'll set you up.
What about you?
Oh, not to worry, not to worry. Now, if you'll just excuse me, I have to go see the bartender. He has a, well, rather special import waiting for me. Nothing like a good cigar at the end of a busy day. Here you are, darling.
It's okay. You're safe.
I don't want to go home. Don't make me.
You have my word. I won't send you anywhere you don't want to go.
If I go home.
What? You can tell me.
Just don't make me, please.
Why, sweetheart?
I'm afraid of him.
Who? Did he hurt you?
He says no one can know.
Know what?
He said, don't tell. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell.
Jeffrey Ashford, come on. Come to me. Bingo. Gotcha. Print. Okay. Jeffrey Ashford, diplomat in the service of Her Majesty the Queen, declared deceased. Marriage to Lady Frances Layton, one son, William George, one daughter, Cassandra Layton, also deceased. Access denied. Access... Hey, come on.
Mommy will be right back, little cupcake. Mwah. Yeah.
Hey, sugar. My little woman, isn't she something?
Boy, I'll say, I gotta hand it to you two. You're almost as happily married as Dixie and I.
Love being Mrs. Dr. Jake Martin and Colby's mommy.
Oh, I just love being Mrs. Tad Martin and Junior Jamie's mommy. Well, what could we possibly want?
It's the safest, most dependable of all worlds.
Oh, there's nothing like being a Martin. We're so happy to have you in our family.
Come on in, guys. Jillian's really perfected her homemaking skills, haven't you, honey bun?
I'd rather be a housewife than a princess any day.
Of course you should try her Martin coffee cake.
Oh, chickies, don't tell me you've already mastered Grandma Kate's secret recipe.
That took me months. You're a natural, Martin.
I just took one out of the oven.
But don't be modest, Cookie. Show us what you can do.
I don't know what happened. I followed the recipe exactly.
Who are you kidding, Princess? You know why it didn't rise? You added a secret ingredient.
I just wanted to make it a little better.
Bad choice. Secrets can ruin everything, ruin everything, ruin everything.
No, I can't tell the secret.
Jillian.
What is it?
Hey, what secret?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
I think it's time I made a little visit to Mr. Wedgwood's office.
Would you please stay?
There are scads of buff young men in this town.
But I like that buff young man.
Pretty obvious to me what your dream means.
Chat with Mary Tyler Moore today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time at abc.com, part of the Go Network.